Hello and welcome to another episode of Talk of the Crown, my weekly live chat show. We are on episode 58. My goodness, can you believe it? And it is Saturday, the 1st of June, 2019. And I do hope that you've all had a notification that you've made it. If not, and you're not watching live, if you're watching on catch up, hello to you too. Please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below, because obviously the live chat finishes once this video finishes. Oh my goodness, look, my phone's come on. I normally mute this. I have to mute it every time. There we go. I've muted myself so that I don't hear myself. So I hope you've all had a voluptuous royal week, because it has been. We've had lots and lots of things have been going on. We've had rumours. We've had lots of rumours and myths going around. We've got talk about upcoming events. The Queen's been out, everyone's been out, there's been garden parties. Please let me know one of your favorite things that has happened this week, and we are going to get straight into it. So let's say hello to everybody in the room. Hello to you. Idalina says hello, nice seeing you again. I love June. I can't believe it, the 1st of June already. This year is just flying by, my goodness. Oh, I did see a comment right at the very, very top of the chat. It's from Nelly. And Nelly says, hello, Elliot. There is a new channel called Royal Review. At first, I clicked on it, then realised it wasn't yours. I was just wondering if you can address it, because some people also may be confused. Well, I became aware of this channel this week too. I think somebody commented on it in a video. So there is a channel called Royal Review, not Royal Reviewer. Royal Review. Now, I looked at this channel, and for the past 3 weeks they've been posting royal videos. But if you click on their videos and then do all videos, you will see that the channel was actually founded in 2012, and up until about, I don't know, for the first 6 years it posted Russian videos of Russian video gaming. Then the channel was inactive for a very long time, and then suddenly it started up again 3 weeks ago doing royal content with Russians holding microphones. Now, I assume that they're Russian. I think they're Russian, and they're holding microphones and they're doing very, very, very poor quality commentary, basically just regurgitating fake news stories as if they're true. So I don't know how anybody could even possibly confuse that channel with mine, other than the name, I suppose. But no, that channel is nothing to do with me. I think it's one of those channels that was like a previous channel. It's got 5,000 subscribers, by the way, but I don't think those subscribers are for that channel. I think it was for when it was a gaming channel. So I think it's probably been sold. It was inactive for a long time. Then I think it's been sold to someone else who wants those 5,000 subscribers. But that's no good to them, because the 5,000 subscribers that subscribe to a gaming channel is not going to want to listen to royal content. Very bad royal content, I must say. So yes, don't be confused. Royal Review is not Royal Reviewer. And I think they're quite bad, to be quite honest. And I don't really agree with channel buying. Well, I don't think they're bots. They're people standing there with microphones doing very, very bad auto cue reading. I think I'd rather have a robot voice, to be quite honest. So yes, don't be confused. Antoinette, I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you? Yes, I'm doing very well, Pat. Thank you very much. Yes, Pride Month. Happy Pride to everyone. In fact, next week I may get the Pride flag out. Fiona says, love the garden parties and the news from Canada with the gift in honour of Archie. Yes, shall we go straight into that story? So I did do I do a video on it? I think I did. Yes, I did. I did do a video, didn't I? You know what? So much has gone on, I've forgotten, because I was going to do a live chat on Friday, and I'm actually going to do that now. I didn't do it on Friday, so I've got some stuff to go through in a moment. So we'll get to that first. Yes, but the Archie story. The Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, on behalf of Canada, donated 100,000 Canadian dollars to the Breakfast Club, which is obviously a charity set up to help underprivileged students access breakfast at school, which is a very, very important meal of the day, as we know. So that 100,000 is going to that charity, which it does say will help X amount of will provide X amount of extra meals. I can't remember the exact figure, but it was quite a lot. So that 100,000 is going to do a really, really good job. And it is as a birthday gift, because obviously Harry and Meghan, you know, don't want to really receive like physical gifts. So I think they'd be very, very happy with the fact that a big donation has been made on Archie's behalf to that charity, which is going to help other children. So even as a baby, Archie is making a really big impact on the world and has probably helped so many children already just because of that donation. And he doesn't even know it. So I want to give a big fan flap to Justin Trudeau because I think that was a wonderful idea. And let's give another big flap to Archie as well for unknowingly helping lots of children, because I'm sure when he's older as well, that will be a really nice gift to know that just existing as your existence has helped other children to do well at school because they've had a meal provided, you know, just to feel comfortable. And I think that's a really lovely gift, which he will probably cherish the idea of when Harry and Meghan tell him when he's old enough to understand. So, yeah, I think that's a really, really lovely gift. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Yes, Alicia, thanks for being born. Well, yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. You know, when you're a baby and you receive gifts, you know, all you can do is hope to have an impact, and he did. So there we go. Auntie D says, I like Princess Anne's tour of the military. She was in Estonia this week. And yes, Action Princess. I didn't know what to call the video. Wonder Woman, Wonder Princess, Action Princess, Princess Action, Princess Military. I don't know. Anyway, she looked wonderful. She was like a G.I. Joe. My goodness, in the camo. She was rocking the camo. Princess Anne, you're going to get a fan flap too for rocking that camo. My goodness. And she rode in a tank. So what more can you get? Definitely Action Princess. She looked like she had a really, really good time. Of course, it was also diplomatic too. But she looked like she had a lot of fun in the camo and the headgear, riding that tank. So yes, Action Princess indeed. Karine Hobson says she looked awesome. She did indeed. Sorry, I've missed a few comments, I know. I'm just going to go back up a little bit. Jermaine Gray says they are not seeing Meghan. So is a lot of old news and fake news. Yes, we have definitely seen this week a lot of stories that have been made up, which I'm going to go into because some of them are quite good guesses. So may in the future become true. But at the moment, they are still just speculation and guesses. But we will go through that. Don't worry. He says, what's this about Archie changing lives? Well, he has, just by being born. He was gifted $100,000, well, Canadian dollars, by Justin Trudeau on behalf of Canada to the Breakfast Club, which is going to benefit and change the lives of many children that he doesn't even know. In fact, wouldn't it be lovely if when he's older and he understands about all of this, that the next time Harry and Meghan go to Canada, if Archie goes with them on a tour, that he actually meets some of those children that have benefited from that 100,000 Canadian dollars. I think that would be a lovely idea. And if Archie doesn't go, Meghan and Harry, they could go and meet some of those children that their lives have been changed because of that donation. And that would be really lovely to see, I think. Not that I'm trying to plan their next Canadian tour, of course, you know, but Palace, if you're listening, I think that would be a really lovely thing to do. Midnight Hazel says, which tiara am I wearing? Well, I'm wearing the Queen's Star brooch today because she was wearing it today at the Epsom Derby for Derby Day. So I thought, what better tiara than to go with it than the fringe tiara, which is spiky, to go with the star brooch. So it's my spiky fringe tiara. So there we go. Let's pop that back in the hair. Cookies and Cream is talking about the British press and how they keep trying to push a false narrative that Meghan isn't going because of... Oh, we're going to get onto the visit. Don't worry. We'll get to that in a bit. Good day, Ali G from Australia. Mrs. BSN says, what are my thoughts about the Sussex Royals Instagram post for Pride Month? Do you know what? I haven't seen it. I checked their account this morning and there was nothing there. So I'm going to go and check now if you're telling me there's a post. I haven't seen it. So, hey, this is live. This is live TV. Let's go with it. So I'm going to actually check now because I haven't seen it. Right, I'm just looking now. You're going to get my live reaction. Oh, yes, I see it. By the way, 8.4 million followers. Wow, okay. You can kind of see it here. There you go. It's there. So it's got lots of pictures, lots of colourful pictures, of course, the rainbow. Do you know what? If I'd have seen this, I would have put my rainbow flag up at the back. So we have lots of pictures of couples. Oh, Diana. Diana's there in the picture with, I think that was when she was meeting people with HIV or AIDS. There's a middle picture with a banner, the pride flag, I love you this much. There's Harry and Meghan talking, hand holding. Wow, okay. I'm going to read it now. Sussex Royal says, continuing with our tradition to rotate. Of course, they're changing the accounts. Oh, okay. Continuing with, of course, it's the 1st of June. I should have known. Continuing with our tradition to rotate the accounts we follow based on causes and social issues that matter to us. For the month of June, we proudly shine a light on Pride. This month, we pay tribute to the account supporting the LGBTQ+ community. There are a lot of letters. It used to be a lot simpler. It really did. Those young and old, their families and friends. Accounts that reflect on the past and are hopeful for a deservedly more inclusive future. Rock on. We stand with you and support you because it's very simple. Love is love. Can I get an amen? Love is love, people. Let's go there. So the image above is from the account we are now following, and artist Ruben Guadalupe Marquez. Hope I've said that correct. Don't want to get it wrong. And then lots of charities have tweeted, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what I want to do is actually go to, they're following 11 people now. So let's read who they are. So they're following LGBTQ just in general. They're following It Gets Better, Human Rights Campaign, EJAF, which is the Elton John AIDS Foundation, Stonewall UK, Matthew Shepherd Foundation, SAGE, AKT, the AKT charity, PFLAG National, Pride, the Travel Project. Yeah, that's it. Oh my goodness, there are lots of charities that I don't actually know about. So I think, you know, this really does shine a light, and you can go at your leisure. You can click on the charities and causes which they are following and the accounts, and you can go to them, and over time, I don't know, maybe choose one a day, and click on it and find out more about what they're about. And if you want to support, I'm sure there are donation links and things like that. So thank you for telling me about that, because I didn't know about that one. So thank you so much. I think that's a really lovely idea to rotate the followers each month. I wonder what it will be next month. Is anything going on next month? Because they seem to theme it around what's going on. So can anyone think what's going on next month that they could theme it around? Let me know. RKD Theatre says, hello from the Spice Isle. Happy 1st of June. Last month we had Prince Charles and Camilla visiting Granada. They had a great time. They did indeed. And of course, Camilla with the parasol. Wouldn't let it go. Leslie Pigeon has donated $14.99 US. Thank you. Amen, she says. Happy Pride Week. The donation by Trudeau. Beautiful meaning, and love your idea about the future. I think that's a really good idea of mine too. I think they should go with it. Well, if you can't toot your own horn, what can you toot? So thank you so much for your very kind donation. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. A good idea is a good idea, even if it's one of your own. That's what I say. Ooh, okay, why can't I get my chat back? Okay, hang on. There you go, I got it back. That's fine. Vinny says, these Russian Royal Review people have an agenda. I'll be keeping my eyes on them. Well, I mean, don't give them too many clicks or else they won't go away. But yes, we'll be keeping our little beady eyes on them, won't we? But it's just terrible quality stuff. My goodness. Veronique says, nice brooch and tiara. Thank you so much. Oh, Live, Live and Laugh has just notified me that Liverpool won. So Spurs didn't win. Oh, my dad will be so upset. He supports the team that lost. Oh, no. My poor dad. Idalina says, there was such a lovely gift from the Canadian Prime Minister. What a thoughtful gift for the Breakfast Club. $100,000. Oh, my God. Gave me the goosebumps. Congratulations, Duke and Duchess. Jennifer says, what do I think of the report from Emily Andrews that the Royal Foundation is splitting? I'm so glad. Oh, I've just turned my phone off. I'm so glad you mentioned that because it was on my list. In fact, I was going to talk about this one on Friday, but I didn't get around to it. So I am going to read some of the articles because there's two things going on here with this story, but I'm going to read some of my notes first. So as you so rightly said, this story originated from Emily Andrews, who writes for The Sun newspaper in the UK. So it was published in The Sun. Now, let's just backtrack a little bit. So we've known for a long time, since it was announced that Harry and Meghan were moving to Frogmore, that their offices were going to move to Buckingham Palace. We've known that they are separating households, and that means everything. They're grown up. You know, they are two boys that have grown up. They are not joined at the hip. I've said this before. They are not conjoined twins. They do not have to do everything together. It is not normal or natural to stay like that your entire adult life with your siblings. Think about it. If you've got siblings, I don't have siblings, but I know that people that do, and they aren't like that. You do not. You're close. You stay in contact, but you have your own lives. You grow up, and that's what's happened. They've grown up. They've got their own wives. Both got their own families now. It's important that they have their own space and they have their own households, and that this separation happens. I don't really want to call it a split. I want to call it, it's just a separation. It's just growing up, and it's just normal. It's normal. It would be more abnormal to be like, it just would. So I'm happy that both of them are having the freedom to go their own ways and do their own things. And this is just as much about William and Catherine as it is about Harry and Meghan, because they've both got different trajectories. They've both got different futures. This is just as much about setting up William and Catherine for their future roles as it is for allowing Harry and Meghan to have theirs. So I just want to kind of go back to that. So we've known about this for a long time. And one of the things that was always in question was the Royal Foundation. Cast your mind back 15 months when, just before Meghan actually got married, they announced that she was going to also join Harry and William and Catherine in the Royal Foundation. So gone was the trio, and in came the foursome, the Fab Four, as I think they became known. So there was a big fuss made about Meghan joining the Royal Foundation. They sat down and had a big talk when she joined, and everything kind of ran as it would do until, of course, we got to this separation. And then what was going to happen to the foundation, we don't know, but we knew something was going to happen. Either it would carry on as it is, either it would be disbanded completely, or maybe it would be taken on by one couple or the other. If it was going to be taken on by one couple or the other, the most likely would probably be William and Catherine, and then Harry and Meghan would set up their own bunch of charities, or they could even still come together and work together on different things individually with individual charities. So I didn't like the article because it started off by, and I quote, the latest development of a royal rift. So we're going back to this royal rift notion. I wrote down, really? Are we really going to go there? And then it says that royal aides point out that that the couples could work on future projects. Okay, well, we kind of know that anyway. Then it quoted broke away, almost as if they're trying to break away from something really painful. I'm like, oh, really? Give me strength. Then it's talked about them moving to Windsor instead of apartment 1. Apartment 1 was never, that's the one next to William and Catherine's. That was never on offer. That was all a load of fake news. Apartment 1 was never on offer. It was never vacant. It was never going to be vacant. And to be perfectly honest, even if the current occupants had the Gloucesters had said that they actually wanted to move out, like let's just say they offered the apartment to Harry and Meghan, would I really, if that was me and that was like a distant relative, like an aunt or an uncle, if they'd have said to me, do I want to go into their home and kind of like turf them out, I'd have said no. I wouldn't want to turf out someone that's been in their home for 40, 50 years. I wouldn't want to. So that was never on the cards. Apartment 1 was never on offer, but they've tried to revive that rumor as well. It's just ridiculous. Then it goes on about the flexibility of more commercial decisions. And the author of the article said that she thinks that means that they can receive, Harry and Meghan can receive money and then give it to charity. But I don't think that myself personally. But then in a separate paragraph in the same article, it says there are two options. That the Royal Nation could stay as it is, or it could separate. And it says nothing formally has been decided. So it contradicts itself within its own article. It's supposed to be an exclusive. It's supposed to confirm that they are splitting and separating, and it's going to be disbanded or given away to one or the other. But then it says nothing formally has been decided. Does that look like they're certain of what's happening? But the next board meeting is on the 19th of June, and the article says that they expect to know something then. Well, we might not. I mean, we really might not. So I don't know. It's just a load of waffle. It really is. And I've got the both articles up. So let me find the first one. Shall we find the first one? Where are we? Here we go. So the first one was Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to split from charity set up with Prince William and Catherine. Well, again, it just doesn't say. It doesn't say that at all. I was trying to find the bit where it kind of contradicted itself within the article. Hang on. Okay, another source said the couples have been given two options. The first is to leave things as they are, and the second, a complete split. Nothing has been formally ratified, but all the mood music is suggesting the Sussexes will break away. Well, this is not a certainty, is it? So, yes, I'm gonna give that article one of my famous fan flaps. So, let me all know what you think about that one, because I wasn't particularly impressed by it at all. Okay, I'm going to kind of... Ooh, have I missed something? Dana, or Donna, thank you. You've donated $2 Canadian. Thank you. And happy Pride Month to you too. You get a thumb clap. And I think I've missed another one, Tim. Sorry, they came through while I was talking. Kelly, happy Pride to you and Jason, she says to me. $1.99. Thank you so much. You get a thumb flap too. Have I missed anyone else's? Let's just kind of scroll up. I don't think I have. If I have, shout at me. Okay, let's go down a bit. We're going to be talking about Priyanka as well. I think I'm missing loads of comments. Maria says, when I saw Sussex Royal this morning, I immediately thought of you and how much you have added to my life, least of which is a new level of open-mindedness and inclusivity. Thank you so much, Maria. That means a lot to me. And by the way, if I've missed anyone's really important comment, please type it again. Marcia, hello. You're 67. That's okay. Vinny Blair says, a couple people have unsubscribed from Sussex Instagram today. They claim Meghan's pushing LGBTQ+, not Harry, and royals should not be doing this. Let them unsubscribe. Bobo Yoga, $2. Thank you. Thank you so much. You get a fan flap too. Thank you. Thank you for all your support. It really does mean a lot. Arnold says, if William and Catherine have no more children, Charles becomes king. Will Harry go back to 5th in line? He'll stay as he is. If William and Catherine, oh yes, because it'll all shift up. So yes, I get your point. Yes, it'll all shift. It'll all shift one back up. Okay, people talking about Priyanka. So let's go there with the Priyanka story, shall we? This is one I was going to talk about as well, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, so this was an article in the Daily Mail. So they claimed that Priyanka had visited while she was over for work. So she's been over in the UK for work, and they claimed that she had visited Meghan and Harry and Archie, and that had put their little rift and feud behind them. And then basically she came out and said, oh no, hang on, no, scrap that. Again, it was the Sun newspaper said that, but the article was the Daily Mail that said that she hadn't. Right, I'm there. This is all from Friday. Cut me some slack. So yes, the original article was in the Sun, and that claimed that she had been to see them. But then she apparently had Instagrammed or tweeted that she hadn't, and that it was all lies and rumours. So again, these are all these fake stories, speculation stories clutching at straws. So just because she was over in the UK, they thought that it was okay to say, well, just because she's over here, yes, she's been. But no, sometimes even if you're in the same country, even if you have the best intentions to go and visit or to go and see your friends, if you're working, it's work. She may not have been able to get away from work to go and see Harry and Meghan and Archie. But I'm sure she will at some point, but she hadn't on that occasion. She's got no reason to lie. So yes, it's all just these speculation stories, things that the royal reporters or some royal reporters are looking at and thinking, oh, well, this is likely to happen. Therefore, I'm going to write it as if it has happened or if it's going to happen, and that it's true, when it just might not be. So yes, lots of speculation stories going on. No, I haven't watched the Harry and Meghan movie. People have been trashing it and saying it's awful. So I haven't. Let me know what you think, but people have been saying it's awful. Thank you to GCL Parry. This is the only channel I trust. Thank you. Ellie Poodle says Diana had love for all and had many gay friends. God bless her. I miss her. She did indeed. Floss and Rug Payne says, I think the Queen appreciates the increased interest in royalty since Meghan brought them to a wider global audience. They have all and always worked hard and supported amazing enterprises and charities. They have indeed. And yes, I think a lot of people that potentially weren't interested in the royal family have been brought here because of Meghan. That is true. I have seen that on my own channel. The diversity has grown. Cheryl says that is true. William and Kate are the future king and queen. Meghan and Harry can do their own thing. That does not mean that they are not close. And also, let's not forget that the only royal that has an official role technically is the Queen. Everyone else is supporting the Queen. So when William is king, well, let's go. When Charles is king, William and Harry and Meghan and Catherine will all be supporting Charles and Camilla. Obviously Charles as the head of state. But when William is king, Harry and Meghan's job is not technically to go off and do their own thing. It is to support William. That will be their primary role. It will be supporting the monarch. I'm not saying they won't be able to go and do their own projects and things like that, but you know, they will always have to bear in mind that their role is to support William and Catherine, William in particular, as the monarch. And that is something that I think we should all bear in mind, because it's true. Ali G says, your clicks are the currency of the World Wide Web. Don't waste your clicks on news.com.au and especially not newidea.com.au. I don't know what they are, but I'll trust you. Alison says, frankly, having the Sussexes separate their charities means that even more charities and wonderful causes are highlighted. I think I agree with you there. Ninova says, my goodness, people need to let this split nonsense go. I agree. Charles isn't joined at the hips with his siblings. Exactly. You don't see Andrew and Charles joined at the hip, or Edward. And no, it's just normal. Plotting Payne says, Royal Foundation is an umbrella organisation. Invictus Games is part of it. Exactly. But the Invictus Games may break away from the umbrella. I don't know how they're going to do it. Basically, probably at this summit that they're going to have, the big meeting, I imagine things will be decided then. So what I think they've gone with in that article is they've tried to guess they've tried to guess what's likely to happen, just so they can turn around if it does come true and say, oh, we were right, we knew, we've got sources, when actually they're just guessing. They're just guessing what's likely to happen. And yeah, probably what's likely to happen is a separation, probably a disbanding of some of the charities, maybe some of them staying with William and Catherine, but we don't quite know. Nobody knows at this point quite how it's going to be separated. There is going to be a separation, we think. I mean, unless they literally just keep it all together and still work as they are, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. We will have to wait and see. The official line, I think, from me is just wait and see, and don't go believing all those kinds of stories. HN the King says, I'm late. I was watching the Champions League final. How dare you? How dare you indeed? Where's my fan? For football. I've been ditched for football. My goodness. Fan flap. Better late than never. Beverly says, there is just too much hate and bullies. I agree. Auntie D says, what are they trying to break away from? Exactly. Break away from what? Sonia says, oh, talking about the Facebook group. We may have to have a conversation about the Facebook group within the Facebook group. Angela says, let's put it this way. It's unhealthy to live in each other's pockets. Exactly. Live, Love and Laugh says the royal family always worked hard. Meghan just brought new royal fans. I agree with that. Marianne says the baby isn't a month old. She needs her 6-week checkup. They're blowing the Trump statement out of proportion. Meg was asked a question at 16. Wasn't an issue until Prince Harry. I don't like the royal reporters. Juveniles. Right. So I did look at this President Trump story that has emerged today. So there is an audio recording. Again, the Sun. What is up with the Sun this week? They seem to be poking their nose everywhere. They are desperate. They are desperate. There is no meaty royal stories for them. So they are going at it all guns blazing, aren't they? So they released an audio recording. Now, I do believe it sounds like President Trump. It doesn't sound like it's not him. So I'm going to go with that it is him. But I haven't seen a visual of him. It's an audio recording. So I think that is important to point out. But basically, the Sun news reporter is asking President Trump, about the upcoming state visit, which begins Monday until Wednesday here in the UK. And during that, I think he tries to push President Trump's buttons a little bit by pointing out that Meghan, in an interview once, did make comments about President Trump. Now, I'm trying to make this as neutral as possible. So I am not going to go into all the details and what falls of what was said and who said what and blah, 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 blah. But it seems that President Trump wasn't aware that Meghan had said that. He also wasn't aware that Meghan wasn't going to meet him on the upcoming visit. But I think he understood that she was on maternity leave. So I don't think he thought that was a big issue. He also did make comments that he didn't realize that she'd been nasty. But he also praised her. The reporter did say, are you proud to have an American princess? And he said yes, and he said that he thought she'd do a really good job. So he didn't seem to take anything in any of the wrong way. He wasn't particularly abrupt at Meghan back. I didn't think. He seemed to be quite diplomatic, to be quite honest. So, I mean, if you haven't heard it, go to the Sun and play it, and you can hear it for yourself. I think it's always important to hear things for yourself so you can make your own opinions. But he certainly didn't seem upset about any comments, and he did seem, you know, in some ways supportive of Meghan and her role. And I think he does see an advantage for having an American princess for America back home. I think that's kind of the way it came across a little bit. So let me know what you think about that. But I mean, I don't think President Trump finding out that Meghan had said that during his previous campaign had really stirred up any beef. I don't think he's got beef with Meghan. It didn't sound like that. And I think you always know if President Trump has got beef with somebody because he says it as it is. And he didn't. He ended up kind of praising Meghan at the end. So I don't think there's any Meghan Trump beef. I really don't. But let me know what you think. Listen to it first. Before you comment, go listen to it and then come back and tell me what you think. So I'm going to kind of skip all the way down to the bottom and see what people are saying about that, because once that issue is done, we won't be talking about that again. Sharon Hillwalk says, people are so against him that they are taking his words out of context as usual. Laurie Clark says she wasn't being nasty. That's not her nature. She expressed her opinion based on his words and actions. Elect Lady Gloria says the tabloids always have to put a negative spin on things. Kathy G says President Trump was aware of the comments. He was asked about them before the wedding because he was also asked if he was invited to the wedding. Okay, I did not know that. But he claimed during the audio recording that he wasn't aware of that. Vinny Blair says the Sun has always been anti-Meghan. Post Archie's birth, they have come guns blazing because of the perceived baby news blackout. They did threaten H&M with retribution. Martin Gahan says the Sun video was played on ITV News. Okay, I mean, basically, I'm just going to say, go watch it. Listen to it yourself, and then you can make up your own minds. But I don't think there's any beef. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to go back up to, I think, where I kind of was in the comments. By the way, if I've missed comments, because I think I probably have a little tiny bit. Okay, I think I'm back up. Martin Hahn says the media keeps saying William and Catherine are divorcing. They don't, really? I've not heard that one this week. No, they are certainly not divorcing, and that gets a big black fan plaque from me. There we go. Okay, I'm just skipping through a few. Oh yes, Scott Goff. It does still annoy me as well that they still keep calling her Meghan Markle. The Duchess of Sussex, Duchess Meghan, I can cope with. But yes, Annette says, while people respect Omid, they likewise don't care for Emily Andrews, Omid's partner, because she's a royal reporter who's always trying to start issues, and she's often incorrect and she makes up stories. Well, about the was it the Priyanka story? She did post a tweet about that today. So if you want to go and check out her tweet, that's up to you. Rose says, why do they keep calling both duchesses by their maiden names? I don't know. It's really annoying. Yes, Jamie, a whole month. Marianne says, there's American in the mix. It's not a good look for the Brits how a woman has been attacked pre and post pregnancy. Social media, and Prince William has an anti-bullying. I don't get it. Don't forget, a lot of this is on social media as well. So it's people from all over the world that are doing it. And it doesn't matter where it comes from. It shouldn't be happening. But it is coming from all directions. Live, Love and Laugh says the Queen's children also have split households and has been so for a while. It has never, made such a big deal. And like I say, because their future role supporting William and Catherine, let's not forget when William's king, it will all be under Buckingham Palace. You know, William and Catherine will be under Buckingham Palace as well. So in a way, in their future, they will probably come together more. Do you know what I mean? it's like swings and roundabouts. It will kind of all come back on itself. Jamie L says, because of you, it's easier to tell who is telling the truth on YouTube. Thank you. I'm glad I provide a service at least. Jennifer Ward says, separating was inevitable. They are different people. Exactly. And it's not necessarily negative. It's a positive. And Angela, 55 tomorrow. Yes, you can have a birthday pamphlet. Happy birthday to you, Angela. I hope you have a really good day. And don't eat too much cake. No, go on, eat cake. Pat Long says, with Archie being the son of a duke, does he have a title? No. No titles. It's just Mr. He could have had a title, a courtesy title, the Earl of Dumbarton, but they said no. Ilma Barr says, candidate donated $100,000 for each of the Cambridge births too. Oh, well, I didn't. Have I forgot that? Have I missed that somewhere? I will have to look that up. Vinnie Blair says the media also created the home birth fiction and then they pretended outrage when it didn't happen. They said it wasn't a good idea. Meghan is disappointed. Meghan never said anything about home birth. No, she didn't. You're right. Annette says she also, this reporter made up an article about the New York baby shower that was printed in The Sun the day before the shower was held. She thought it was on Tuesday from a Kensington source, but it wasn't until Wednesday. I remember that, yes. Inaccuracies. Yes, happy Pride Month to everyone. Oh, don't get me started on the fake baby doll rumours. My goodness. That lizard lady has got a lot to answer for, my goodness. Southern Lady says, the Harry and Meghan movie was horrible. Well, there you go. I'm not going to watch it then. Apparently it's horrible. I've heard horrible things about it. Lots of people talking about that particular royal reporter. Say no more. Yes, break it down. I broke it down. HM the King says, what an exciting week ahead and busy for Her Majesty. I'm sure she's been warned to be cautious. It is going to be a very busy week. We have, of course, the state visit, which is going to be very, very busy. If you want me to read the itinerary, I can read it. I've got it up. So let me know if you want me to read it again. I did mention it in a previous video. But if you want me to go through the itinerary of all the royal meetings, then let me know. I will read it for you. But also on Saturday, next Saturday, so a week today, Trooping the Colour. I love Trooping the Colour, the Queen's birthday parade. So, of course, the Queen has 2 birthdays. This is her, not her real birthday. This is her summer birthday. And it's when we have the Queen's birthday parade. And I'm so looking forward to it because it's just a military delight of display of military uniforms, carriages, horses, royals, fly pasts, music. It's an extravaganza of royal things and military and horses and just everything. It's amazing. And outfits, fashion, everything. It has everything all in one. We get to see the royal children on the balcony. Now, Meghan, I don't think is going to go. I know some of you will be saying, is Meghan going? Is Meghan going? I don't think so. It is possible that, I mean, maybe even on the day she might think to herself, well, you know, I've been in for, you know, a little while now. Maybe I just want to get out and meet people. I don't know. She might think that and just go. She might surprise everybody and just put on her glad rags and go. It depends how she's feeling. It depends if she can be bothered to present herself. You know, when you've had a baby and you're trying to just get on, you don't always feel like dressing up and presenting yourself to the world, do you? So it depends how she feels. Does she feel like she wants to? Is she's literally going to stick to maternity leave and not do any of, you know, official engagements until September, October? This we do not know. So if we see her, then it will be really lovely. It will be a delight, and I'm sure everyone will be very happy. But if we don't, then she's just enjoying being a mom. She's just enjoying being a wife. She's enjoying family life. She's enjoying home life. And we wish her the best. So, but we can wait a year. She'll definitely be there next year. So I'm sure we can all wait a year. That's fine. But we have other royals. We have the Queen. Oh, will we see Sarah Ferguson? That would be amazing. I would love to see Fergie on the balcony. Did you see the pictures today of Prince Andrew, the Duke of York? So he did the Colonel's Review, which happens precisely a week before Trooping the Colour. It's basically a full-scale rehearsal of the Trooping the Colour birthday parade, and it's his first time out. And he took the salute during the Colonel's Review. He looked amazing. He's been taking horse riding lessons, so he's doing really, really well. Learning a new thing a little bit later in life is always never easy, so he's done really, really well. There's hope for me. I would love to do horse riding. Your Majesty, if you're listening, I would like to take horse riding lessons, perhaps at your stables. But yes, adorable. And Sarah Ferguson posted, Sarah Duchess of York, posted photographs of Beatrice and Eugenie, family photographs. And oh my goodness, it's the worst kept secret ever. We all know you're back together. It's the worst kept secret ever, my goodness. But they just look really, really happy. So I may make a video on that tomorrow as well, just to put it on YouTube. So yes, they looked adorable and cute. And like I said, I'm just so looking forward to Trooping the Colour. The fly past as well. So it's busy, busy, busy for the Queen. She will need a rest after all that action. Angela, I think, says that Harry and Meghan movie is a bit strange. Dana liked it. Oh no, Ninova says it's based on newspaper articles. Ugh. Hayden the King says, giving me a black fan flap. I beg you withdraw, sir. Well, I might mitigate it to a red. Maybe. There you go. I semi-withdraw. Being stood up for football. MDQ. Hello and welcome. Lady Buckingham says, Jamie, you are eating cookies. I am smelling cinnamon bread being baked at the bakery up the street. Oh, sounds gorgeous. Laurie Clark says, is it true Catherine has always gone by Catherine? Yes, I do believe she has always gone by Catherine. Although I think some of her friends might call her Kate. But yes, I mean, she has always been called Catherine. I watched a video of when she was a child at a wedding and they called her Catherine. Idalina says the Sun always pokes their nose everywhere, not just today, in this week, for years. Shame on them, tell the truth. There you go. Lots of people having comments and opinions. Right, so I'm just skipping through a few because we're going. Okay, just skipping through a few. Laurie Clark says, you're too generous. One of the reasons I'm crazy about you. What a kind heart you have. I'm trying to be diplomatic. Just in case any of you were wondering, I am covering the state visit. It's happening. It's a royal event. It's a big royal event. It will be everywhere here in the UK. But I aim to do it as impartially and factually as I possibly can, because I know that this state visit is going to be topical. And some people are going to be for, some people are going to be against. But as I've said before, it is just a union, a meeting of two nations. And it should always be remembered and thought of in that context. And I will be bringing you all the royal moments, what happens, and I will bring you it factually and impartially. Sheila says they were trying to make things up because Meghan has been on maternity leave and there hasn't been any leaks. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Lisa has donated $1. Thank you so much. Where's my fan? I keep losing my fans tonight. There it is. I put it on the other side. Thank you. Thank you so much. Don't lose your fan. Okay. How's Prince Philip? I haven't seen him in the press recently, but no news is good news. No, Harry and Meghan are not divorcing. Okay, just going up a little bit. Ketogenic Kim says, I've been watching numerous documentaries on the Queen and through the years, what a life they've, and Philip, through the years, what a life they've had of dedication to duty and each other. Indeed, they most definitely have. Right, Lisa says, YouTube gives free super chat dollars to show support for content. Donate. What? YouTube does what? My goodness. Okay. Karina says, hello, I'm new here to this channel, was recommended to me. So what's this about? It's about the British royal family. We talk about the British royal family and my channel is about that topic, including a weekly vlog as well. How is the baby? As far as we are aware, perfectly fine. Yes, not Mr. Master. Did I say Mr.? To be Field N says he was aware of her stance, but he's only trying to save face and his rear end by adding that he thought she could be good royal as an afterthought. Again, I don't know what he was told previously. All I know is in that recording he made out he didn't know, but then he praised her at the end, saying that she'd be a good princess. So you can go and listen to it. I am sure we will get a good picture of Archie at some point. Maybe christening, whenever that might be. I don't know. Don't come for me. I don't know when it is. But maybe the next proper picture might be the christening. Yes, elect Lady Gloria. People talk about William as if he's going to be king tomorrow. We must not forget Prince Charles, indeed. Yes, I did see the 4 Yorks together. It looked, it was a lovely family photograph. Yes, all that doll talk is nonsense. Pam G, any idea of what royals will be at Trooping the Colour? Well, it's normally pretty much the whole extended family. So like I say, the only one that we're not expecting because of maternity is Meghan, but she may decide to turn up last minute, who knows. But yes, it's normally pretty much the extended. On the balcony, it's usually pretty much everybody. GC Lipari says, as much as I want to see Meghan all at the state dinner with a tiara, baby Archie deserves all of mum's time. Yes, this would. Okay, so if it wasn't for the maternity leave, this probably would have been the first occasion that we would have seen Meghan in a tiara post-wedding. So we're going to have to wait now until the next state visit. I'm not entirely sure when the next one is coming up. But I would imagine probably we may see Meghan in a tiara next year. So hold on to your horses. Yes, state visits, very exciting, glamorous gowns and tiaras. Minnie says, will Trooping the Colour be live anywhere? I think it's on BBC iPlayer, I do believe. And I think someone else commented it was, where was it? It was somewhere else. I forgot. In one of the comments on my videos today. Yes, in my Prince Andrew video, someone put where it was, but I forgot. But I am going to try and cover it too, all the royal moments. H.M. the King says, I just came to realization that I won't be able to catch another chat until the 22nd. No, because you're on holiday. You're deserting us for a cruise. Have a good time. Cheryl Harrison says, what time does the Trooping the Colour start? I think it was 10:30. I think it was 10:30. Jessica says, yes, I love Trooping the Colour. Let's have a look. Oh, Pam G says, where is a good place to watch Trooping the Colour in person? Well, all the tickets at this point will be sold out. I think they were costing about £40 a ticket, and I think that's for the main Horse Guards Parade where it takes place. But I don't think you need a ticket or anything just to line the Mall, for example. So you could just turn up and hope for a spot. But some people even camp out, I think, to get a good spot. But really, sort of, the Mall isn't really a good a good place, because yes, you'll see the carriages go by and come back, but in between them passing, you've got a big amount of time with nothing going on until they pass back again, and then it's really quick. So you probably see more on the TV, to be fair. Am I sharing my live reaction to Trooping the Colour? I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Shall I do it like I did last year, just showing it in clips, or shall I do like a voice with it, or shall I do a proper reaction? I'm not entirely sure. Let me know what you'd prefer. PM Smile is hoping that Meghan will be there. We will live in hope, but don't be disappointed if she's not. Yes, Claudia, I'm still live. Will Prince Philip attend the state dinner? I don't think so. Auntie D says it will be 6 weeks by then. Duchess Sussex needs to rest and let the business end heal. Oh, yes. Yes, let it heal. Hashtag let it heal. Southern Lady says, I agree with Elliot. I remember with a new baby that there are days you don't feel like getting dressed. Exactly. So it depends how she feels. Does she want to put her glad rags on and fancy clothes and put herself out there to be scrutinized by the media? It depends how she feels. But I'm probably more inclined to say that she probably won't be there. But if she is, hey. Aiton the King says, stepping in for the Queen. She's taking 2 weeks off. Michelle Brooks said, looking good. Meghan is the one to decide what she's going to do. She's on maternity leave. Exactly. Pam G loves the picture of Beatrice, Eugenie and Sarah and the Duke. Dawn, watch the movie for a laugh. I don't think I can. I just don't think I can. The blood pressure would be too high. Hen Powell says the Duchess of Sussex will have to take directives from the Queen. She doesn't have to meet Trump. I mean, it's true that, you know, if the Queen asks you to do something, anything, then it's a pretty good idea to do it, to be quite honest. I wouldn't want to refuse the Queen. And being diplomatic is part of the royal role. But I don't think even the Queen would summon somebody out of maternity leave to do something, especially if the Queen knows that she wants to actually take a proper maternity leave. The Queen's not cold-hearted, you know. PJR says, I have a strong feeling that Andrew and Sarah will make their partnership official again, or marriage, once the Queen is no longer with us. Oh, I don't know, but it's just such, it's the worst kept secret ever. We all know. We all know you're together. It's just crazy. It really is. I wish they would, but I don't think they will. Just Me says, remember, Kate was at Harry and Meghan's wedding less than 4 weeks after Lou's birth. Yeah, but she's a different person. That's Catherine. This is Meghan. Two very different people. It's personal choice. Catherine may have felt up to getting dressed up and parading yourself out there. Meghan might not. It's personal choice. Personal choice. Just skipping through a few. Sorry if I've missed your comment. Lots of people saying that Catherine is referred to her as Catherine, but also some people have heard Kate as well. Just skipping through a few. Thank you for all the comments on the outfit. How is Frogmella? Oh, I haven't done the birth certificate, have I? I will do it. Frogmella is doing well. Oh no, Serena lost the French Open. Oh dear. Sorry, I don't follow tennis, so if that happened a while ago, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware. But if it's just happened now, commiserations. Thank you to Laurie. Sonics, I'm doing great, thank you. How are you? Annette says, those who claim Megan loves being seen can't figure out how she's enjoying being at Frogmore with her baby. It's called maternity leave and motherhood. I wish I could have stayed at home with mine. Exactly. She's enjoying it. Take some time off. Just Me says, I had my fourth baby at 37 and it was much more difficult than the first 15 years before. Okay, well, there we have personal experience talking. I will not argue with that. Hello to all sorts. Julie says, why is it so important for the Duchess to attend the trooping event? It's not, but I think people just want to see her. It's just that. people just want to see her. But ultimately, it's a personal choice, and nobody wants her to be there if it's not right for her to be there regarding how she feels. Oh, yes, Jack will possibly be there for the first time. I forgot about Jack. Eugenie's husband. Yes, Princess Anne rides in Trooping the Colour. Apparently 681 are watching. Thank you. It only tells me 43. My goodness, 681 people. Hello to all of you out there. Ziggy says, you look so smashing. I really do love watching you. You're the only one that gets it right. No one else. Thank you. Well, at least I try. Yes, I love all the fashion at Trooping the Colour. Where's the cruise to? The Western Caribbean. Just giving for a few. Okay, this is it. Sandy says Trooping the Colour will be live on the BBC World News, and I'm not sure. I don't think it will be on ITV. It's normally BBC, but someone said it was going to be shown on somewhere else, and I forgot where it was. It's in the comment of my Andrew video, so somewhere in there. Oh, there we go. Okay, it was DD. You were the one who commented about how to watch Trooping the Colour from the US. Watch live on the BBC or Reuters. Or is it Reuters? Reuters. I say Reuters. Is it Reuters? Reuters? Jessica says, what is the cost of a ticket? About £40. Do it like Eurovision, says Flossimo Payne. Sonic says, show it and possibly comment once in a while. Okay, I will have to give it some serious thought. Oh, apparently it takes 6 weeks. I don't want 6 ends. I don't want 6 business ends. Apparently it takes 6 weeks for the business end to heal, per doctor's orders. Well, there we go. She'll be sat on a cushion right now. Southern Lady says, I want to watch you viewing it live. I'll have to see how to do it. I'm going to have to give this some thought about how I do that. But I will be doing something. Sandy P says, will you be there in Trooping the Colour event covering live? No, I'll be at home. It'll either be me kind of watching the telly, showing you about it. I'll figure something. I will figure something out. The problem with being there at the actual event, you've either got to be in one of two places. You've either got to be on the Mall watching the carriages go by, but then if you're there, you don't get to see the actual Trooping the Colour event because that's all full of people. But then if you're in the Mall, you do get to see the balcony and the fly pass. So you've got to choose kind of where you want to be. But if you're there, you don't get to attend all of it. It's one or the other. Elderly Poodle says, just look at the press like you look at a gossiping. Oh, yeah, it's all whispers over the fence, isn't it? Oh, she said this. Oh, have you heard? She said, yes, it's just like whispers over the garden fence. Flossmog Payne says, we could have a great time with your live coverage and a few cocktails. Well, it's kind of 10:30 in the AM for us, so no cocktails. Thank you, Deborah. No, Prince Philip will not ride for Trooping the Colour, I do not think. HM the King is not watching that movie, a movie about the royal family and the majesty is not the protagonist. No, thank you. No, I don't think I want to watch that one. I just can't. I really, really can't. I will see how I'm going to do Trooping the Colour. I will definitely do something. Chan says, you did not answer my question. Well, I will now. When Archie gets older, can he ask for a title? Yes, I do believe so. Although, actually, no, on this one, I might have to check myself because I think the courtesy title is actually in Harry's gift to give because it's Harry's main title. So I think it has to be under the agreement of the parent in that particular instance. However, when Charles is king, technically he could be entitled to ask for his own prince and HRH status. So he'd have to ask for the Dumbarton one, but he could ask directly to take up the HRH and prince, technically speaking. Dee Dee says, I'm Jennifer Ward, I'm with you. I hope by the time William becomes king, all will clearly see the Sussexes are not competing. They're just hard workers and compassionate about their causes. No nanny for Archie yet, as far as we're aware, but I'm sure there will be one once Meghan goes back to work off maternity. Thank you to Artist Victoria. And I agree, just me, it is nice and fun to speculate about the royal family. Hopefully all in good spirit. Yes, of course. Thank you for the comments about my channel. PM Smile says, I like hearing your clock ticking. Oh, yes, it's just up there. What? Please try my avocado with red wine vinegar and salt and pepper. Oh, they're banned. Avocados are banned. Banned from this house. They are not doing it for Jesus. Lady Buckingham says, I did watch for a laugh. It's a Harry and Meghan movie. I think it was called Becoming Royal. Really? Oh, it's pronounced Reuters. Okay, Reuters. Yeah, I don't think we'll see Prince Louis for at least another year on the balcony. Jacob says, I just found this channel. Hello and welcome. Rose says, I want you live. I want to see your reactions and commentary. I'm still recovering from Eurovision. So am I. Apparently I belong in a regiment at Trooping the Colour. I don't know which one. Cassie Healer says, I'm not a big fan of gossip. My father used to say, mind your business. Yes, none of your business. Dee Dee says, I also vote for me to do some type of live. Okay, I will see what I can do. Martin Gahan says, and you need an invite to get inside Buckingham Palace on the big day. Maybe you can get me one. You can use some of your contacts. Mrs. BSN says, as I'm reading comments, they disappear. Moderators are too quick. Yeah, sometimes I don't see them either, and then they're gone. Nancy Rate says, do it in a voice. It's more like a documentary. Love listening to your voice describing what is going on. Laurie says, you are missing something wonderful. What? What have I missed? Apparently there was 699 watching about 10 minutes ago. Wow. Oh, you mean with the avocados? I'm missing something with the avocados. Yes, Mercedes. I want a Mercedes. Linda says, stay home, Meghan. Trooping the Colour is no big deal. It's her health that's important and her complete recovery is important. I agree. Live, Love and Laugh says, I think journalists get commissioned for writing the most gossip. Well, don't forget, if you are a paid royal reporter, you get paid for coming up with royal stories. Now, that's okay if there are royal stories, if there's lots going on, but when there's perhaps not terribly too much going on, I mean, just sort of regular engagements, then you are kind of pushed to come up with an exclusive or pushed to come up with this, that, or the other. You've got deadlines that, lots of papers want a royal exclusive on a Sunday, and there has to be one every single Sunday. So that's why they're pushed to kind of making them up. That's no excuse. I don't think they should be doing it. But, I don't have those pressures on me. I don't have to conform. I'm not being told you have to put this out on this date. We have to have a story. We have to have an exclusive, which is why I would never, ever, ever, ever be a paid royal reporter, because you kind of have to leave your scruples at the door, and that's not for me. So I much prefer being as independent as I am. I can say what I want. I don't have to meet any deadlines. I prefer it, and I don't think I'd want to be in that position. Elect Lady Lauria says, I do hope Archie's parents will allow him to have his rightful title. In time, who knows? Shan says, why does the Queen have 2 birthdays? Because her first birthday, her real birthday, is in April. And guess what happens in April in England? It rains. It rains and rains and rains. That's why we have the phrase in England, April showers, because it typically just can rain at any moment. So she has a second official birthday in June, when the weather is typically a lot nicer here in the UK. And you're guaranteed more sunny days than perhaps any other time. So it's a good month to have a birthday parade, which you probably wouldn't want to have in April. Which I've always wondered, what if you had a monarch that had a birthday in June or July or August? Presumably they would just have perhaps the birthday parade on the actual birthday. I don't know. We'd have to wait and see. Live, love, and laugh says, and that's why they make up lies to get paid, selling your soul to the devil. Indeed. Thank you, Maria. 7 says, I'm guessing we'll see William or Catherine holding Louis this year. I don't know. I still think maybe another year until Louis. You agree that Archie is too young to be on the balcony, even if Meghan feels like she has to drag herself there. Was George 3 when he made his first appearance? I'm trying to think. I think he may have been 3. Christine says, I would not say trooping the colour is not a big deal. No, I mean, it's a big deal as in it's the Queen's birthday parade. Of course it's a big deal. But it's not a big deal in terms of she doesn't need to be there. None of them need to be there other than the Queen. The Queen is the birthday girl. Where is my thing? Yes, Queen Elizabeth is a goddess. She is the goddess for the day. It is her birthday. She can cry if she wants to. She can eat as much cake as she wants to. She is the birthday girl. Yes, second time in the year. She is the birthday girl. She is the most important, and it doesn't matter if anyone else isn't there. It just matters that she is there. But of course, we would like to see Meghan there. All Sorts says, and your reporting of the royals is vetted, dignified, and second to none. Thank you so much. Cheryl says, my birthday is in April too. Well, why don't you have 2 birthdays? Have your other birthday in the summer. I think we should hashtag 2 birthdays. Go on, if your birthday is in a rainy old month, give yourself a second birthday. I'm all in favour. If the Queen can do it, so can we. Pat Long says, and the moderators do an excellent job at moderating. They do indeed. Thank you so much. And of course, you guys get a fan flap from me. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Thank you. Hayden the King says, what are you talking about? It doesn't matter what the weather's like. The Queen rains all year round. She does rain all year round. You are right. Yes, look at it a bit like a belated birthday celebration. Sandy P says, did you watch the Queen's corgi? No, I haven't. Okay, yes, please post it in the group. I will watch. Inga says, while I preferred the actors in the first Meghan and Harry movie, I really don't think the new one is awful. You should watch it. Oh, come. I don't know. Yes, she is a goddess. Oh yes, Prince Charles's birthday in November. Lots of people thinking Louis will be there. I'm not so sure. I think maybe another year. Martin says the coronation of Elizabeth II took place on the 2nd of June 1953 at Westminster Abbey, London. AJ the King says, I've gotten all 3 fans tonight. What a roller coaster. You most certainly have. All you need now is a look through the goggles and a laser. What can you do to get one of those? Yes, rain. I get it. Rain. With the yes, I got the rain. Okay. Julie Miller says, will Charles have 2 birthdays when he's king? Well, November. That's quite a cold month, so I would imagine so. I would imagine Charles will stick with June. MH44 says Charlotte was on the balcony first, the same age as Louis. I can't remember how old was she. 2? No, Louis. No, I wasn't George about 3. I'm gonna have to look that up. Do you know what? I'm gonna look that up because let's have a look. When was George? Or shall we try Charlotte? I'm going to try Charlotte. Let's just let's get a window. Princess Charlotte first trooping the colour. Okay. So did Charlotte first attend in 2016? I think so. Let's have a look. I think she attended in 20. Oh yes, that was the year when the Queen wore the green screen dress. I remember now. Hang on, what does it say? Oh, she was 13 months. Okay. In that case, I stand corrected. Perhaps we could see Louis. She was 13 months. So yes, maybe we will. Martin Gahan says, my point is, do you think the coronation is wide trooping? Oh, no, I just think it's, well, I mean, I suppose they could choose any month. No, I just think it's a nice month and it fits in with the royal calendar because the more you go into summer, the more you kind of go into their holiday time when the Queen goes up to Balmoral. So as it's their kind of winding down time towards the end bit of July, I think it makes more sense to have it in June. I think that's why it's in June. Yes, Google to the rescue. I couldn't believe she was 13 months. I thought she was older than that. But yes, okay, 13 months. So perhaps we will see Louis. Hello to Verna. Now, there were other things I wanted to talk about. So we've spoken about the Royal Foundation. Oh, yes! How could I forgot? Oh, my goodness. Right, again, from the Sun newspaper, who have been coming up with stupid stories all week. They had an exclusive. Now, can you imagine what the exclusive it was? This is like big news. It's an exclusive. Can you all imagine what it was? It was actually that that Meghan is going to use a Bugaboo Fox Pram. Really? A Bugaboo Fox Pram? And they're comparing duchesses again by saying that she's shunning the Silver Cross prams that Catherine had. Oh my goodness, right. Where was that article? Because I wanted to delve a little bit deeper into that. Because again, it's a trash article. Because we do not know that she's actually got that pram. And the reason why I think that, let me find the Bugaboo. Where's Bugaboo? Bugaboo, where are you? Here we go. Bugaboo. Meghan Markle opts for posh mum's favourite £1,200 pram for Archie instead of traditional royal choice. Well, But then it goes through in the article. You can check it out for yourself. And it actually advertises it. And it's got Bugaboo Fox, currently £1,119 from Mamas and Poppers. And it's got a link to buy it now. Now, I'm not casting any shade, but I'm going to cast some shade. So I think this is actually a paid promotion. I could be wrong, but I think this is a paid promotion. Why have a link to buy it now? This is clearly a paid promotion. I don't believe that she's got a Bugaboo Fox Pram. In fact, didn't we see in the early days, just before they moved into Frogmore Cottage, that a different, I can't remember what it was, but there was a different pram that was seen being delivered to Frogmore. And it was not a Bugaboo Fox. Definitely not a Bugaboo. Can anyone remember what the pram was? But it was not a Bugaboo Fox from Mamas and Poppers. So I think this whole story, again, who is it by? Who wrote this? Oh, let's not go there. Let's not go there again. You know who it was written by. I think this is just a paid promotion. I think it's a made-up paid promotion. Go there, look at the article yourself. Let me know what you think. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh, there we go. My chat froze, so I haven't been getting comments for a while. Dale Beaver says, you have to watch it for yourself. I've heard a lot of people said the movie of Harry and Meghan is good. I always liked the first actor and actress myself. Okay, maybe I should. I don't know. When is Trooping the Colour? Next Saturday. PM Smile says, Prince Harry was on the balcony at 9 months old. maybe Louis will be there then. Sandy says, in which date or day will be Trooping the Colour event? Literally next Saturday. Yeah, June the 8th. Pat says, I do believe Elliot has issued you a dare. I have. Yes, the tiara is shiny. Ooh, look, it's dazzling today. Ooh, look at that. Good lighting today. Dee Dee says, hate to admit it, but I watched both the Harry and Meghan movies. Both were corny, but not horrible. See, I don't... If they're full of lots of inaccuracies, it just ruins it for me. It really, really does. Martin says, I don't care what pram the Duchess of Sussex uses, as it's her choice, nothing to do with us. Exactly, but my point was, I think this was made up completely. Cookies and Cream says, the Lifetime channel need to be ashamed of themselves. They took their content for the second movie about Meghan and Harry from the racist British tabloids. It was a love story, however disappointing. I have no idea what that channel says, because as soon as I watched one of their videos, I decided they were rubbish and I didn't watch them ever again. In fact, I may have even blocked them. How old was the Queen in that photograph? Was she? Oh, she must have been about 26, 27, I think. It's hard to tell the exact year, but I think 26, 27. Yes, Rita, you're correct. Oh, thank you, Rita. Rita, wonderful memory. Yes, it was an eye candy stroller. So we actually saw an eye candy stroller being delivered to Frogmore. Well, the gates of Frogmore anyway. So we can only assume that the baby stroller was going to Frogmore Cottage. And it was not a Bugaboo Fox from Mamas and Poppers. So I just think that it was all made up to promote that pram. It was a paid promotion. Winifred, yes, it was that person. HM the King says, don't click on the article or give it views, just rubbish. And don't buy a Bugaboo Fox. You see, what they wanted to do is to cash in on Meghan. They were exploiting her. They were thinking, well, if everybody thinks that Meghan's got this pram of ours, then everyone will buy it. Well, don't buy a Bugaboo Fox, because, well, I mean, you can if you want to buy one. But I'm very, very doubtful that Meghan has got one. Until we actually see a pram, which I don't think we will, then the only actual evidence we actually have is the eye candy one being dropped off. I know, it's totally crazy, isn't it? Oh, where's all my chat gone? Look, I have a blank screen. It's all gone. Where have you all gone? Hang on. Right. I'm going to load the live chat again and see. Okay, you've all gone. You've vanished. Oh no. Right. You've all... I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to reload the whole thing. Let's hope I haven't actually cut off, because that would be bad. I'm gonna reload my page on here. Oh no, have I gone? Has the internet cut off? Oh no, this is bad. Right, I'm gonna try and find it on my laptop. Oh no, hang on. Are we back? Okay, am I back? Okay, let me know. Could you hear me talking the whole time? Just let me know if you could hear me talking the whole time. Something is crazy is going on with the whole thing. Strange. Okay, just let me know if you could hear me, or did it just go completely black and you couldn't hear me? Marge, thank you for your donation, $5. I nearly missed that, but oh no, not the black one. This one. Thank you so much. You get a yellow fan flap from me. Thank you. Now let me find where I was. Okay, talking about the pram. Yes. PM Smile says the royal parents own more than one pram. They have one at each of their homes. Yeah. Rhonda says, cast that shade. I don't remember that company, but I do remember you commenting on the pram being delivered. Yes, it was definitely the eye candy. I recognise that name. Annette says, they're so natural and considerate in the PDA. No one even mentions it being against protocol anymore. I can relate how they feel. My late husband and I were the same way, even after 28 years. Nefeta Pri says it was stated in the article that it was a gift, but then it's got a paid promotion by it. Really? MDQ says, wouldn't it be cool if the crown went to Meghan and Harry at current events? That would blow my mind, because that would never happen, because it's not the line of succession. Don't get me started. DD says, I don't think either movie is worth your time. Karine says, you need a new picture with her fluffy white hair. I do. I need the fluff. Laurie Clark says, do we know of any hobbies of the royals? Generations ago, stamp collecting was in King George V, perhaps. Charles did. Does watercolouring? Any other hobbies? I don't know if hobbies, the Queen's definitely horses. She loves horses. I'm trying to think. Again, Camilla, horses. In terms of collecting, I don't know what Harry or William collect, or Catherine. I don't know. Hobbies, Catherine, photography. William, football. He likes football. And polo. They like doing polo as well for sport. Annette says, I'm just watching The Crown now and hope it continues to the time of Harry and Meghan. Oh, I'm sure it will now. Most definitely. Okay, apparently I never left for some people, but I did leave for some other people. But anyway, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Yes, we hear you. Yes, we hear you. You never left. Skipping through a little bit. Yes. Oh, yes. Charles and gardening, of course. Anne likes horses too. The Queen does celebrate her coronation with jubilees. Well, I think what you're talking about is, why doesn't she celebrate her accession day, which is the day that she came to the throne? Because it's also the day that her father passed away, so it's a very private time. So you wouldn't necessarily feel like celebrating that you've become queen because your father has passed. Yes, a pram. Yeah, a pram is a bit like a bed on huge wheels. Yes. but not necessarily the huge wheels. You can get modern ones with small wheels, a bit like that Bugaboo thing or the ice stroller. Do I ever think Sarah or Andrew will remarry? Maybe eventually. I wish they'd get on with it. Haytham the King says 66 years tomorrow since the Queen made her solemn promise to govern the people of her land according to their respective laws and customs, and she has yet to put a foot wrong. Indeed. Yes, I think Charles does still paint. Sandy P says, at state visits, I think there'll be a mass protest across London. Is that gone? That one's gone. It's been zapped. Auntie D says Prince Charles was talking about farm to table and the environment years before both were popular topics. Yes, Charles does like dancing too. Now, have I missed anything? Because I've got through all the notes I was going to for Friday, but let's talk about a few things that have happened. So, we've talked about the Colonel's review. We've talked about the $100,000 from Justin Trudeau to the Breakfast Club on behalf of Archie. We've talked about Princess Anne in Estonia. Oh yes, Prince Harry attended the ICC cricket launch, and he looked like he had a really good time. There was all balloons, and he made a speech. So he looked like he had a really good engagement out at the ICC cricket. Not a lot to say about that. He just kind of attended the cricket match, made a speech, and that was kind of all. The Queen, Harry, Beatrice, Eugenie attended the garden party. So this is the third Buckingham Palace garden party. There are 3 at Buckingham Palace. The Queen attended 2. This last one was with Harry as well. Harry attended with Beatrice and Eugenie and lots of other members of the family. The next party will be at Holyrood House, the Palace of Holyrood House, which is the Scottish official royal residence. And then that will be all of the garden parties for the summer completed. And then the Queen will go off to Balmoral, although I think she stays at Craiggowan Lodge for the first 2 to 3 weeks, and then she goes officially to Balmoral for the summer. So yes, pretty much the garden parties are nearly all over, but I look forward to seeing the one at Holyrood House and who will attend. And I've spoke about everything else. Well, by the way, I do have an Amazon store, which I forgot to link in the description, but I will link it in the description. Basically, people have been asking me where I get this from, where I got that from, where can you buy tiaras from. So if any of the products that I buy or use I get from Amazon, I can list them in an Amazon store. Basically, what it means is if you click on something through my link or on the store and buy it, I get a small commission for that. It's a way of doing these list things at no extra cost to yourselves, of course. It's just a way of supporting the channel. So if you want to check out my store, then please do. And also, I have my weekly vlog coming out tomorrow at 12 AM UK time, but I will put the video up and you can set the reminder for yourselves. Oh, thank you, HM the King. You posted my link. Now you get a yellow fan flap. There you go. They're being very helpful. I will miss you when you're on your cruise. Oh, yes, but some of the items don't ship to America. Some do, some don't. I may have to investigate setting up an American version. Okay, I am going to go now. It's that time. It's that time to say goodbye. My goodness, it always flies by so quickly. So, lots of things to watch in the upcoming week. We have the US state visit. We have Trooping the Colour on Saturday. We have my live chat to look forward to. Of course, that will be after all the Trooping of the Colour events. So I will be able to talk about all what's gone on in that chat. So please join me next week. Same place, same time, 10 o'clock GMT. I will be here and I hope to see you too. And I hope to see as many of you as I possibly can in my weekly vlog. Now, there is one other thing. I'm not sure whether I should switch my weekly vlog onto my other channel, because of course that's about my life, and my other channel is called Elliot's British Life, and it was always my intention to at some point switch the weekly vlogs from this channel over onto my Elliot's British Life channel. So let me know in the comment section below, would you be okay with that if I switched them onto there? You'd have to go and subscribe to my Elliot's British Life channel to make sure you get the notifications. The link to that channel is in the description. So do let me know your thoughts on that, but I do think it's probably a better fit if I put my weekly vlog on the other channel, because obviously my weekly vlog isn't really anything to do with royals, and then that would leave this channel just for royals, and then my other channel for my life and anything British. So let me know your thoughts on that one, and I will see what I want to do about that. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video, and also please do make sure you are subscribed to the channel. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all, and goodbye.